I want to welcome you to the Seeds of Passion ritual and meditation. You've chosen a really beautiful set of tools to begin the seeding and intention setting and preparation process for 2020. So I want to celebrate you today, and I want to celebrate that choice. Remember that manifestation is an ongoing and constant process, but there are different phases and stages of manifestation. And that's why we have one harvest, right? That's sort of separated into a three-part structure between the months of September and October each year. But that harvest is one aspect or one facet of manifestation. The reality is you're harvesting all year long, right? That's your primary harvest, but you have secondary and tertiary harvests, smaller harvests when you enjoy the fruits of your labors from other parts of the cycle. And so what we're doing now here in November is we are seeding. In agricultural societies, seeding happens until the first freeze. When the ground freezes and contracts, it's telling you that it's time to stop seeding, right? That your work is complete for the year. And so most of us haven't had our deep freeze yet, and so we can continue seeding even if you've had a physical freeze where you are. The energetic freezing hasn't really begun. That really is Yule time, the third week of December, when we properly turn the wheel toward winter here in the northern hemisphere, that we officially say, okay, the seeding process is complete. So I would say that's how long you have to do this work, to finish this work for 2020. And the reality is we only really have kind of a dead season, if you will, right? A frozen season from December 21st until February 1st, which is Imbolc. Imbolc means in the belly, and it's a time when most animals in nature are pregnant. And so it's a very short window of time. It's really only about 6 weeks. And Imbolc is the midway point between Yule, December 21st, and the vernal equinox on March 21st. And so what we're doing today is we are working with these beautiful tools, your wishing bottle full of beautiful Herkimer diamonds. It's been capped with a ruby. And I was very intentional about this set. Everything from the Sacred Heart in the image on your candle to the perfume that you're working with called Ruby, which is an old school perfume. For a while, we couldn't get one of the ingredients that's in Ruby, and we won't be able to get it again after this. So Ruby, this is the final experience of Ruby perfume, so I hope you're enjoying it. And so I want you to begin by rolling your shoulders back. I'm going to open a virtual circle for us, so you can open your own circle, but you don't have to. I've already smudged a little bit, cleared the space. I want to invite you to connect with your breath, with your heartbeat, call your energy into present time. We want to welcome in the guides and the guardians of the Eastern Gateway today, opening a new door of fertility and possibility and planting and planning in our lives, breathing life into what can be. In the year ahead, we welcome you, guardians of air, to be here with us in this moment. And guardians of the South, guardians of the Fire Gateway, we welcome you in for energies of curiosity as we imagine and envision our dreams into being. We welcome you in with energies of transformation, shape-shifting, becoming a newer, brighter, cleaner, clearer version of ourselves. We welcome you, guardians of fire. And then in the West, we welcome the guardians of water. The Western Gateway is the Mother Gateway. So we welcome in energies of nurturing today and support for you, as you work with your crystals. I want you to imagine that each one of those little Herkimer diamonds was really intended just for you, just for your dreams, just for your happiness and your purpose and your passion. I really want you to feel seen and held and loved as you work with these tools. And Guardians of the West, we thank you, we welcome you. We appreciate your support, your nourishing, Guardians of the North, we welcome you in today with gratitude. We're preparing to leave the season of water and head into the season of earth in December. Welcoming you in for stability, giving thanks for your patience and your steadiness, giving us a northern star to follow when we get lost. We're so grateful for the direction that comes from the north, the peace, the abiding peace that is accessible in the north. And we welcome you in. And then the guardians of the vertical channel, the guardians of the upper realm, the middle realm, and the lower realm. We give thanks for ancestral and astral wisdom, blessings of the angels and our peers, our community. Giving thanks for the earth below us and the bounties that she provides to us in every moment. We welcome you into our ceremony space. And so our circle is open. Energy is flowing. I hope you're feeling it. And I want you now, the most important part of ceremony is your intention. It's you. The tools are there to help you. They're reminders. They channel their own frequencies. They're doing their work. But it's really your intention and your focus and your attention that brings life to ceremony. And so as we prepare here to begin, I want you to ask yourself, what is your intention for working with these seeds of passion? Each one of the crystals that you hold today and activate today and plant, whether you plant them on your altar or you plant them in the ground, it's up to you. But each one of those crystals is just potential, right? But potential needs to be activated and directed. It needs a trajectory and a reason. And so I want you to focus now. What is your reason? What are you building? What are you planting today? What would make you really happy? Where's your passion? When you get excited to go and do something, what is that thing? Remember that every time you bring one of your passions to life, you make my life better, you make everyone around you, their lives better. It's really true because we're all connected. So when you are in the juice, in the zone, calling it in, dialing it in, focusing, manifesting, you are blessing the entire planet. So it is actually really important to me personally that you do this. Just like when I plant and seed and expand and grow, you benefit, right? Like we're all part of this one collective family. And we all hurt when we contract and resist and don't move forward and feel like we don't want to get out of bed and we don't want to, it's like when that happens, we all hurt too. We are here to learn, to love, and to contribute, according to the Buddhist tradition. Those are the three things that we are incarnate to do. We're here to learn things, we're here to love each other, and then we're here to share what we know and what we do and what we are uniquely poised to create. So I want you to begin by lighting your candle. And as you do, just recognize that you're calling in energies of courage and passion. And, the fire element is so much a part of my natal profile that I take it for granted. And then I encounter people who have very little fire in their chart, and I realize it's a gift for us to teach each other about the elements. And the embodiment of fire feels like a constant push towards your highest possible evolutionary voice. It's like, be bigger, be brighter, go, find your voice, share your voice, speak your truth, honor your truth, live that truth, embody that truth, create from that place of truth. So as you light that candle, want you to bring your attention to the flame for just a moment. Remember that candle that you're working with today is made of beeswax, and beeswax is a gift from the bee people, the bee nation, right? Which is all about sovereignty and honoring the impact of one on the collective, right? Bees are born of those little hexagons. They intuitively create hexagons. It's part of their cosmology. They see in hexagons through the lenses. Their vision is hexagonal. And so the hexagon is the 6 sides, right? It's the as above, so below. It's the recognizing that you are one face of the divine. So as you light that beautiful beeswax candle, I want you to appreciate and sort of revel in, bask in this knowing that you are part of the collective and you're so valuable and so treasured. And your life is so precious to me. I just said that to you, by the way, at 11:11 in the recording. And now I want you to take your beautiful ruby perfume that I made with so much love. It's an old school recipe. I'm retired now after this batch, and so I want you to anoint at your third eye for what you know, a little bit at your wrists for what you do. I'm going to drop at your ankles for where you go. And rubies are an important part of this work because this work is about planting seeds of passion. This is about strengthening your life force. That's what ruby is. Ruby is corundum. If corundum is red, it's ruby. If corundum is blue, it's sapphire. And ruby and corundum in general are about really expanding your capacity to feel and live and experience authenticity. It's a massive tool for opening your heart and expanding your ability to trust and believe and receive. So once you've anointed with your ruby perfume, I want you to bring your attention to your wishing bottle now, your beautiful Herkimer diamond bottle. And you don't have to use all of your Herkimers. You could choose a number that's sacred to you. 2020 is a 4 year. So what I'm going to be doing is planting 4 of those little Herkimers. You can plant them all if you want and make a wish on each one. But so sort of think about, maybe give yourself a number and then save the rest of your Herkimers. You could do this ritual every year. There's enough in there to keep you busy for a little while. So I want you to open your beautiful wishing bottle, uncap your little ruby stopper, and I want you to place 4 of your Herkimer diamonds in your hand, or whichever number you're using. If you want, you can anoint your Herkimers with your ruby perfume. Just sort of adds a layer of correspondence to them. And now I want you to look at these beautiful crystals in your hand. Maybe breathe your breath over them, right? Gift them a little bit of your personal life force. And I want you to decide what you're planting now for 2020. And these can be big concepts, like I'm planting faith and hope and prosperity and love, ease, grace, joy, perfect health, expansion of your work in the world. What are you planting? And as you ask yourself what you're planting, ask yourself too, what are you expecting to grow? How will you know, right? It's always good to give yourself an idea of what success looks like. When I used to be a coach for people, that was the number one thing, is I would ask them to define success, because sometimes when we set a goal, if we don't define what a successful outcome is, then we look back and we're like, how do I even know if I achieved anything? So take a moment to also define success. If these seeds take, right? And little sprouts of growth emerge in the spring, what will that bring to you? And now I want you to bring the your forefinger on the other hand. If you're holding them in your left hand, I want you to bring your right forefinger, and as you touch each stone with me, let's bless them together. And so with your first crystal, we bless this seed crystal with the intention of, and now speak your intention. Speak it out loud if you're willing. You can just say it quietly to yourself, but if you speak it out loud, it becomes a spell, right? That's the power of words. You can speak things into existence. And may that desire come to pass in perfect time for you and in alignment with the highest good of all beings. Amen, aho, and so it is. And now let's bless your next seed crystal. Take your finger and touch the next one. We bless this seed crystal with the intention of, and speak your intention. And may that intention come to pass in perfect time and full alignment with your highest good and the highest good of the collective at this time. Amen, aho, and so it is. And now let's bless your next seed crystal. So touch the next one. We bless and activate this seed crystal with the intention of, and speak your intention for this one. And may this intention come to pass in perfect time and complete alignment with your highest good and the highest good of the collective. Amen, aho, and so it is. And now let's bless your next seed crystal. So touch your next one. So together we bless and activate this seed crystal with the intention of, and speak your intention. And may this intention come to pass in perfect time and deep alignment with your highest good and the highest good of the collective. Amen, aho, and so it is. Now, if you want to activate more, those are my 4, but if you want to activate more, you can rewind this audio and just keep replaying. And then I will be activating with you all of the crystals that you wish to activate. And like I said, you could do the whole bottle if you wanted. Maybe you've got a lot going on, or you just want to work with the energy of 4 because it's in resonance with the frequency of the year ahead, right? Which is building a solid, firm foundation. 4 is such a blessed number. And so spirit guides, ancestors who are with us in this time and space, ascended masters, archangels, light beings from all dimensions who are here to support us, we ask for your blessings upon the seeds that we plant now. We also ask for your blessings upon 2020 and the year ahead. May it be full of every possible wish and dream come true. We ask that you help it to be a year of growth and expansion and beauty. May there be more happy moments than sad. May we enjoy each other's company and lean into the learning that is emerging on our planet. May we be of service in a good and helpful way to those who need us. May we also find the help that we need easily and feel supported and loved and nourished in 2020 more than ever before. We plant these seeds of passion today with an open and courageous heart. And may these seeds grow into plants that will thrive, nourish, and bless us and all who know us in the year ahead and always. And together we say, Amen, aho. So it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. Seeding is so sacred, and it's such a gift to be able to do this and take this time. I mean, the reality is you're manifesting anyway, but when you manifest from a place of intention and presence and mindfulness, I mean, what you're able to create is more powerful, it's more sustainable. You know, it tends to be in better alignment with your goals. So thank you for taking the time to work with these tools and to do this process. I see you and really honor you in this moment. And so when you're ready, you can extinguish your beautiful candle, watching the smoke rise and noticing what direction it's moving toward, and just receiving the wisdom that's coming. And keep your little wishing bottle. If you didn't use all of your crystals, or you're not planning to use all of your crystals, keep it on your altar. It's a beautiful reminder for you that the universe is constantly conspiring to support you. And all you have to do is just be grateful, receive, and give it some direction. Now, with these seeds that you've blessed today, you can plant them by placing them on your altar. You can plant them by actually putting them into a pot of soil. You can plant them by putting them into your garden, into the earth. So what you do with these seeds is really up to you. You can put them into a perfume that you're going to wear, or anoint with every day for the rest of 2020. Maybe that's your ruby perfume. So maybe you're going to plant them by placing them into the bottle, right? Isn't that another beautiful way of planting and adding their energy to something sacred in your life? Or maybe you have a different vision, and trust that vision. Use your intuition. Maybe you're being guided to do something different with them, and that's okay too. You can plant them by releasing them to the ocean or to a river that you love, or whatever really feels good to you is accurate for you. And like I said, you have really until December 21st to plant. So you're not in a rush. You have time. You have space. You have everything that you need really to work the medicine and the magic of this ceremony. And so, guides and guardians of the vertical realms, we want to thank you for joining us, for helping to anchor and hold the space and create a beautiful, safe container for our ceremony today. We release the guardians of the lower realm, middle realm, and upper realm with gratitude. We release the beautiful guardians of the north, thanking them for their grandfather medicine of patience and stability, remembering that we do have time and space. The guardians of the north teach us not to rush, but just to allow everything to have its time, space, and process. I don't know about you, but I just am so grateful for that medicine of the north. And remember that your balancing element is the one that's across the medicine wheel from your dominant element. And because I've got so much fire in my chart, the earth is the opposite element across the wheel, and it really does stabilize me and comfort me. And so think about what your stabilizing element is and appreciate it for that, And so guardians of the north, we release you with gratitude today. And guardians of the west, thank you for inspiring us today to connect with our desires, to trust in our worthiness, to have these dreams and to carry these dreams and to manifest these dreams. We thank you. We release you with gratitude. And guardians of the south, we thank you for the courage it takes to believe in our dreams and to seed our dreams. It's not easy sometimes to imagine something new into being and to then believe that you're capable of creating what that is. So we thank them for their support and courage and stamina to see this through. We release the guardians of the south with gratitude. And then the guardians of the east, we thank you for this new experience, for helping us open the doors to 2020 now, even though we're still in 2019, right? It's so beautiful that the guardians of the east can show us a passageway for the purposes of planning and seeding potential. We thank the guardians of the east for opening that new doorway for us today. We release you with gratitude as well. And with that, our beautiful Seeds of Passion ceremony is complete. I hope you enjoyed it. This kit is one of my favorite of the year. It took a lot of time and planning and development of getting the little bottles and the crystals, and then finding the perfect little rubies as stoppers, and reviving one of my favorite perfumes of all time with the last little bit of the core ingredient that we can't get anymore, and the candle, which is wrapped with love, and the art that represents such sacred mercy and grace. And so may you be in receipt of all of those energies, and may they bless you as we go into the depths of the holiday season now. Those are little gifts that are going to be waiting for you in 2020, and I'm proud of you for taking these steps. Aho. Thank you so much for being there. May you be blessed always. Keep the faith. Keep sending energy to your seeds and your intentions and your desires. And please also share in social your experience of this. Would love to get your feedback and to know if you loved this ceremony and these tools as much as I have loved creating them for you. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Be well, everybody.